AFTV, time to get into the player ratings. It's a 0-0. It wasn't a bore draw because, you know what I mean, if you're a neutral watching that game, it's proper exciting. The bar was hit, penalty decision, players sent off. But ultimately, only 1 point for Arsenal. But, you know what, probably a precious point after, you know, going down to 10 men. Let's get straight into it. Leno in goal.
I thought in the first half there were a couple of little moments when he went to punch the ball clear. But overall, he had a decent game and there was a couple of really big saves.
More than better than decent.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but there was some big saves in there. Even in the first half when it was 11-11, that you know, save he made down to his right when it hit Gabriel in the midriff and some big saves.
Through the legs and then he saved.
Big saves. So for that, I'll give him an 8 because I felt it was a decent performance and he was one of the reasons why it was 0-0.
Well, he kept it 0-0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, apart from them hitting the post a lot, hitting the woodwork a lot, he kept it 0-0. You know what I mean? So, Bellerin.
Needs to learn how to take a throw. That's his third foul throw this season, Robbie. I'm not even joking now.
But what about the run?
Unbelievable.
What about that run at the end? That was an unbelievable run and pass.
Yep.
The Saka, had he have buried that, we'd be looking at like...
Oh, we'd be talking about that.
It was a moment of brilliance.
Yeah, if Mesut Ozil had done that, it would be vines and all sorts for months and months and months.
Vines?
Oh, that's old now, isn't it?
Vines? Bloody hell. Well, TikTok you mean now?
Yeah, it's TikTok now. All right, sorry.
You got to get down with the kids, man.
Sorry, I've got to get down with it. All right, yeah. You know what I mean? But I felt his overall game wasn't great. It was that one good moment, but one good moment don't define a performance. If it goes in, then you're going to have to. But apart from that, I'd say a 6 today.
Yeah, that's harsh, man.
No, I wouldn't say it's harsh.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, man. I'd say that's fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rob Holding.
I'm not happy with his positioning some of the times. I don't think he got spun today like he did against Aston Villa. But the one thing that you normally think he could deal with is crosses in the box, but he kept getting caught underneath it. And that was really worrying. And I don't know what, you know, to say or where we're going with him. And if you're telling me that Saliba's not good enough to get ahead of him at the moment, then you've got to wonder why. For me, Rob Holding gets a 5. I don't think it was a great performance.
Gabriel.
Same. I thought that was his worst performance as an Arsenal player. Seemed to be misreading everything. You know, there was 2 incidents, first half and the second half, where it looked like he'd used his private parts to shield it, shall we say? I'm trying to
stop the ball with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Still brave. That's brave.
I'm trying to not get you shut down now. I'm trying to say this in a diplomat. No, that was just. It's like he got his legs all tangled up. Oh mate. Cock block. My God. But I'm trying
he stopped it, right?
What I'm trying to say is it looked like he couldn't get his feet adjusted, and he.
Do you reckon maybe with him, you know, been away with Brazil?
Or maybe
a fatigue and that, or what would you?
Or maybe it's because he's next to Holding. It's rubbing off on him. I don't know, but no. Let's give him, you know, credit. At the end of the day, he's had, you know, 6, 7 excellent games, and we always say that every player is not going to be perfect every single game. There's going to be the odd game when they might not be up to, you know, the level that we normally see. But yeah, that one was today, and I'll give him a 5 as well for that.
Kieran Tierney.
I don't think he was able to get forward as much as he would have liked. And when he did, I felt his crossing let him down today, which is unlike him. But he worked hard and, you know, I like that fighting spirit in him at the end as well. Didn't look too happy for whatever reason. Looked like he wanted to swap a player's shirt and he wouldn't give him it or something. Maybe that's just all it was. Nothing to worry about there, but I'll give him the same as Bellerin, a 6.
All right, Granit Xhaka.
I feel that after the red cards, it was a solid performance and we needed an experienced head at that moment. And I feel that he gave us that. So for the way that he helped grind out that final, you know, 35 minutes or so, you can't underestimate it. So you could give him a 7, given the fact that we ground out, you know, a point from the...
Do you remember that time, right? We met him at something like this award ceremony thing. I can't remember the exact game, but we'd lost that game. And he said, I remember him saying, he goes, sometimes you just got to leave with a point.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know, so
well, I remember that. Yeah, we was
Yeah.
because I was trying to tell him to convince Alexis to stay when I as well, and he said that I think it was a game where we should have just got out of there with a point, and we tried to go and get the win, and we ended up losing. And he said sometimes you've just got to sit there and say, get out of here with a point, go back to the drawing board, and go again. Yeah. So I think his experience was crucial today.
Ceballos.
Same again. I think that, you know.
By the way, what did you give Xhaka?
Give him 7.
7. Right.
Yeah.
Ceballos, you're giving him what? 7 as well.
Yeah, I'll give it as well because I think that again, him and Xhaka together both.
He worked, didn't he?
Yeah, there was a lot of, you know, good work. I think in the first half there was a couple of times he went to make a pass and he hit the advertising boards. I was like, what on earth is going on here? But yeah, again, that bit of experience and that bit of, you know, fight is what we needed to grind out that point. So same reason, I'll give him a 7.
Willock.
Poor today, very poor. Felt a bit unfortunate that he had to come off and be sacrificed because of the sending off. But I don't think he really did much in the first half either, and I'll give him a 5. I don't think it was that great.
Okay, let's get to Aubameyang.
Again, played in the position that we want him to play, but the service was poor. And then there was a couple of moments when he did have the ball and his delivery was poor, like the distribution and stuff. And I can't give him more than a 5 because I just felt it was poor all round. But,
Willian?
He only played a half, didn't he? So I'm I'd say a 6 because he didn't play more than a half. But I felt that in the first half, he actually didn't have a bad game. He was actually one of our players that looked a bit more productive. But he only played a half, so...
Looks like he'll be playing now if he ain't injured. I don't know what happened why he went off at half-time, but
we'll
he did look a bit more dynamic than the other players.
Yeah, maybe it was that stake in Dubai.
All right, Pepe.
0. What more can you give him? There was nothing you can give him other than a 0. He let the team down. He let himself down. He let the fans down. He let the manager down. He let everyone down. I can't say no more than that. It's a 0 all day long for that.
All right, can't argue with that. Manager.
I was probably looking at, I'd say a 7 because he picked the team that everyone pretty much wanted. The players that we've been all crying out to play, I suppose the only one that people would still debate at kickoff was Willian playing, but he justified playing because I felt he had a decent first half. But people have been crying out for Saka to play. I mean, Willock to play, sorry, he played. Aubameyang through the middle, he played through the middle. Pepe to play, he let the team down. That's not Mikel Arteta's fault. He done everything that everyone's been crying out for. So, yeah, we've just got to start picking up these victories now because we're not a million miles away behind everyone. Do you know what I mean?
Just the subs, I forgot. So we had Reece Nelson.
Poor. I'm not giving him more than a 5 because of his delivery. He couldn't beat the first man. The only time he got it over the first man was when he hoofed it clear from the box.
Right. And Saka. He should have scored. I mean,
great
chance.
It was a massive
Did make
chance.
an impact when he
made a massive impact. I'll give him a 6 because he made a big impact in the 20 minutes or so he played. But it's just that one opportunity, and I feel it's easy to say, look, we've probably scored that goal 100 times in our heads, but we're not professional footballers. Just looking at it, he took that extra touch and tried going around the keeper when it looked like that was one where he slides under the keeper.
Or chip it over him.
Well, I don't think the goalkeeper was going down. Not as easy as what Emi Martinez did for Danny Welbeck. I'm just saying.
Ref. He was right with the Pepe decision.
Yeah, he was right with that.
Should he have checked the handball?
Well, no, because he's the one who's being instructed by VAR. That's what people need to understand. So you cannot see that in real time. He physically can't. He now needs VAR to turn around and say, we think there's a handball in there, go and see for yourself. He goes to the screen. Same with the tackle on Dani Ceballos near the end. He needs VAR to say, think there's a red card incident there, go and have a look for yourself. Apart from that, I felt he had decent control of the game. You know, and let's remember, he did win us the FA Cup final as well, didn't he? But no, I'd probably give him a 6. I don't think he had a bad game, to be honest. I think he tried letting it flow a bit, but I think I'd say the one thing I would say about him is that there was a few tackles where I think he should have pulled the yellow card out for Leeds. You know, like there was one in the first 15 minutes, straight away, yellow card. I was like, okay, that's a good sign. That's he's not going to allow that. But then there was a few tackles after where you're like, well, that's a yellow. And he was like, come on, no more. What way you want to look at it. If it's against you, you moan. If it's for you, you're kind of like, thank God for that. So,
all right, well, those are the player ratings. Do you agree? Let us know. Also, don't forget the AFTV Mobi app. You can check that out as well and you see lots of stuff about the game on there. It's ended 0-0. We got away with it. This video is supported by Profit Accumulator. Profit Accumulator helps you to earn extra money by doing something called match betting. Match betting isn't gambling. And when you do it properly, and I mean properly, you can't lose. So get involved right now. Click the link in the description and sign up to Profit Accumulator right now.